Actually, no, that'd be down here. That's why it looks pretty good, because I'm like, I made a bunch of mistakes. Hi there, Michelle here, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be recreating a Barbie outfit from my childhood. With the new Barbie movie coming out, I really felt that I needed to make something Barbie themed. This is literally the most Barbie-ish clothing that I have, and it's not even from Barbie. It's actually Mabel's sweater from Gravity Falls. I feel like a Barbie would have worn this in the 90s, so there we go. Like I said, I'm actually going to be recreating, well, it's not an entire outfit, it's just the top. The rest of it, I mean, I guess I could find and like do the whole thing, we'll see. But I'm basically just gonna be trying to recreate a top that my Barbie had when I was 5. Let me just show you the Barbie. The Barbie in question is called Dance Moves Barbie, and the top, I can remember the way the top felt, the way the top stretched. I feel like at one point the top just started to fall apart, you know, because it's doll clothing. Anywho, the reason why I remember this doll so vividly is because I got 2 of them for my birthday when I was like 5 to 8 years old. I don't remember. I'll have to look up when this doll came out. My parents got me one, and then my aunt and uncle got me the exact same one, and to not leave my sister out, they got her a doodle bear, and I was extremely jealous that she got a doodle bear and I didn't, and I got 2 dolls that were exactly the same. I just remember that. But here we are today making the top. Now the top is not going to be exactly like this because it is fabric and it's stretchy, where I'm going to be using this particular yarn right here. I mean, this yarn I feel is the perfect yarn to make this item. This yarn here is actually the Bernat premium yarn. I typically don't buy my yarn at Walmart just because they never have sales on their yarn, and Michaels does, and then Michaels always has a ton of it where, you know, sometimes you might find it at Walmart and then other times you won't, where Michaels is usually pretty consistent with their yarn availability. But they don't have this yarn. Michaels literally has no sparkly glitter yarn at all, which is ridiculous. So I had to go to Walmart to get them, and I actually went to 2 Walmarts. The first Walmart I went to, they said that they had them in stock, and I went in there. I should have taken a video. It was abysmal. There was nothing. There was literally no yarn, and I think it was because they had a huge yarn sale where all the yarn went on like for $3, which is great. Congratulations to the people who got the yarn, but I didn't get the yarn. And I was really upset because it was a Walmart that I didn't like going into. This morning I went to another Walmart. I bought 5 of them. I don't know if I'm gonna need 5 or not, but I bought 5. There was 7 there, so I left 2 for anyone who else needed it, but I took 5 of them. And I think they were like $5 and something cents. The total came out to be roughly $30 with tax and whatnot. Color in particular is called Hot Pink Sparkle. I think the name does it justice. Now, the reason why I didn't know how much yarn I needed is I'm actually not going to be crocheting this project because I think it would take me way too long to do. What I'm going to attempt to do is use my knitting machine, which I have not used since I think January, February. It's been a while since I've used the knitting machine, mainly because I don't have a designated spot to put it. I usually put it on here, but to put it on here, I have to clear it all off. I have to take off my sewing machine in order to like set it up and let it stay there until I'm done a project. I think I'm actually just going to make a basic item. It's not going to be over the moon or anything like that. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a front, back, sleeves. I am gonna probably put a little bit of ribbing on the collar, ribbing for the cuffs, and some ribbing on the bottom, just because I know the other project I did with the knitting machine, things started to roll up, and the only reason why I didn't make those add-ons was because I didn't really like the fit of it. So again, because I had made that previous sweater and it didn't fit right, I know now what to do for this. Now the only thing is that this yarn is actually just a teensy bit thicker. Like this is just a medium weight yarn, like it's not too bad. But the other one was like a baby yarn, so it was like super fine. So I feel like my measurements might change a little bit, but you know what? If this sweater is like a little bit baggier, I'm fine. In the photo, it's like skin tight. That's not what I want. It's just the inspiration for this project. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start winding up this yarn, setting up the machine, and just starting this project, and we'll see how it goes. So I've actually set up in the garage. I'm in the garage today because I didn't want to like tear down my sewing machine and do everything. So I decided to set this up on this desk that I thrifted very, very long ago, but it was too heavy to go upstairs in my room. So I put it in the garage, and this is like my little kind of like work area. Me and my dad kind of cleaned it up yesterday. That is the fan that I actually got from an estate sale. It is so quiet. It works so nice. And then of course all like, you know, the dinosaurs, and of course Chariot. This is my little setup, and what I'm doing is it goes here, goes through this guy, up here, and that in there so it doesn't roll around. I don't really know how else to do it, so that's what's gonna happen, and this is where I've gotten so far. This is either gonna be the front or the back. I don't really know quite yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Anywho, this is what I'm doing today. Okay, I am doing 3 different projects all at once. Well, actually 4, but I haven't started the 4th one yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what video I'm shooting first. Okay, let's go Barbie. I have this. This is actually looking really good, and that's the reason why I didn't want to crochet it, is because I wanted the sparkles to be like really sparkly, and I felt like with the knitting machine, they're very, very tight, which I think is so cute. Now, I did do the front and back panel yesterday. Today, I have to do the arms, and then that's it, and then I just gotta sew it all together and just add the ribbing on the cuffs and the bottom, and then do something with the neck. Now, again, this project isn't gonna be the exact thing because I wouldn't wear that top in real life, so I want it to be more wearable. So this is gonna be more, again, more of a baggy kind of fit, and I don't know if I want to do a little mock neck on it or if I want to do like the cute little like Peter Pan kind of collar. But I first have to take it off of this thing. That's fun, and I have to like get a needle and the same thread and like do the whole thing, and that takes me like 20 minutes, so I didn't want to do it yesterday. So I have to take this off. I have to say that I did make a few little mistakes, probably up here somewhere. I don't know, everything looks pretty good. Actually, no, that'd be down here. That's why it looks pretty good, because I'm like, I made a bunch of mistakes. Yeah, so there are some mistakes, like right here in the corner. I'm still learning the machine. I've only made one thing prior to this. I still have 2 full skeins of yarn for this, and I think I have like half of one or like a quarter of one in the garage. I tried to do the spinny thing, and then that just kind of like, I don't like cakes. I mean, I love the food cake, but I don't like cakes of yarn. I just don't like using them. I'd rather just wind things by hand. So that's why I normally wind things by hand. Also went to the Dollarama, and I bought this little guy, and what's so funny is I went to the thrift store right after it, and I found one almost exactly like this, although they were charging $3, and I got this for $1.50. I didn't have to stop at another stop is what I'm trying to say. I could have just bought it at the thrift store, because when I went to the thrift store, I also found this. I found another one. I am just collecting these as I go. Anyhow, this is not thrift haul. We're getting back into using the knitting machine. Bought this so I could fill it with water and spray down the pieces. I do have one blocked right now, and if I spray it with just a little bit of water, I'm hoping that it just kind of flattens itself out just a little bit better than it is right now, because it is really curling. That's the plan today, getting the 2 sleeves done and watering them so they stay somewhat flat. If I have to iron them, I'm fine with that. If I have to steam them, sure. We'll see how this goes. It's still attached by the elastics, but if I were to just take the elastics off, the loops, they're just gonna come undone. What I'm doing is I'm taking a yarn needle, and I'm actually doing back stitches. Go through this loop and then this loop here, just like that, and then I just pull through. So I just go through those 2, pull, next, pull, and then that way when I cut the elastic off, it's not gonna come undone. Okay, so it's day 2 of me working on this. I have no idea how I look in the camera because I don't have my view monitor out, so fun times. The lighting is probably atrocious. Anywho, this is the setup. I also wanted to mention that if anyone has watched one of my like first YouTube videos ever, I actually filmed it here. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So as you can see here, the last one didn't catch, and I think it's just because there wasn't enough weight at the end. But when you get a knitting machine, they do give you like these little tools so you can like fix your mistake. This happened to me, I wouldn't say a lot, but a few times, less than the last project I did. You know, once you kind of get the hang of it, fixing these problems does become like second nature. And I mean, if your weights are where they're supposed to be, you shouldn't be having these problems anyways. But yeah, you know, weights are very important to use for these machines, like really important. Now you want to move your weights every once in a while. I like to do 4 rows in a row, and then I will move my weights up a little bit. That way the little stitches don't hop off the hooks. I don't know what happened, but they all just jumped off the edge. So I think what I'm gonna do is, one, I think 100 length was way too long. So I'm just gonna go through my needle and thread right now and just do my back stitches to get it off this thing. And then I'll take what I did apart. I think that will be okay. So this happened, and I'm pretty sure it's because this wasn't actually gripping onto it and weighing it down. It was just kind of like lightly touching it, to the fact that it did that, and then this happened. So yeah, luckily I didn't get too far. Maybe I got like almost halfway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take it apart. All right, I finished this piece, and what I'm doing is the same way that I took the other piece earlier off of the black weight. I am just doing back stitches into each one of these little stitches, so then that way they don't come falling apart when I take it off the machine. So I stretched all the pieces out on the, exercise mat, and then this is the little water. Now someone said that this should help it. Hopefully it does, because they're really, really curling. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna leave them overnight, and then tomorrow I'm going to attach them all. They probably need to sit longer than that, but I'm running out of time. Okay, so now it's time to undo them. Hopefully everything looks okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put good side to good side, and actually I'm going to be crocheting the joints together, because last time I stitched them together, but I really just didn't like how it looked. So I feel like if I crochet them together, it won't be so tight, if that makes any sense. Makes sense to me. Anywho, I'm going to be crocheting this together. This is going to be where my head goes, and then I'm also be crocheting this together, and then I can crochet the arms on. All right, it is a new day, and I have the sleeves now attached on here. I really like how this is looking. I'll show you right here what the other one looked like, so just grab the other one. The other one was very tight here because I sewed it, but crocheting it, sure, it has okay, don't mind that, disregard that. Okay, that's gonna get cleaned up eventually. It might be like a little bulky here, but it just looks so much nicer right here. I also might give this a quick steam, quick iron, just to steam it down. And then also I do want to point out that I know that I think that this is upside down. I'm pretty sure the V's are supposed to go downwards, but here's the little thing. I messed up the least on this end, okay? This end down here, there's some like mistakes like this, and I'd rather that be at the bottom than on my shoulder, okay? But it's looking so cute. So today I am going to be attaching the sleeves at the seam, so it's going to be one whole piece, and then I can start working on the ribbing, which I am going to crochet on. I was thinking about maybe trying to do ribbing on the knitting machine, but I'm like, I just want to sit inside in the cold house, so we're doing it by hand, and we're gonna crochet it. Here's what it looks like right now. It is just a little oversized, mainly because I forgot that this yarn is like a tad bit thicker than the other yarn I used. The sleeves are a lot longer than I would have wanted them to be. This isn't bad. This length isn't bad. And I'm gonna have to do something for the collar though, and the cuffs. So I'm gonna do as much as I can today, and I think I might just do the cuffs first and see how those go. So I'm gonna make them real tight. And then the top here, I don't know if I'm gonna do just like a little like ribbing collar or like the Peter Pan collar. So we will see. I'm hoping to get a lot done today because I'm a little bit far behind because I was really tired and I took a nap. Anyhow, I'm gonna start doing all the trim, but it is attached now, so that's good. I got the cuffs done. You can kind of see like right there's a little oopsie and right there's a little oopsie. It's fine, but the cuffs are done, and I did the bottom of it as well. It's not looking too bad. I'm just not used to like how stretchy this is and how drapey it is compared to like a crochet work. So next I'm going to do this collar, and I wasn't too sure how I was going to do it, but I think what I'm going to do, these are just the elastic bits that I didn't take off, is I think I'm going to make a collar like this long and then fold it and then kind of have like a rolled turtleneck mock neck situation going on. I think that would look the best with this sweater situation. I'm working on the collar. I'm gonna try to get it done today. Currently it is 10 o'clock at night. That's really late for me to crochet. Usually I'm done crocheting at like 9 o'clock, 9:30 the latest. But no, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can today before I start messing up. Once I start messing up, then I know I gotta call it quits for the night. And here it is. It's all finished. I did my best to recreate the outfit as good as I can do. I actually have pink shorts, and I bought them like literally a month ago just because I thought they were cute. I didn't think, oh, you know, you're gonna use them to like cosplay, and here I am. And then these suspenders, I actually got them for like a Western that I was like art department or wardrobe or something for like in college. So that was like over 10 years ago. So the elastic on these bad boys are no more. But anywho, here we go. So for her earrings, she does have like these big silver like statement earrings. I don't own silver jewelry, so I put these ones. They're little ghosts. They're sparkly, they're kind of silver-ish. Here's the comparison. I think I did really good with this yarn. Like this yarn is like almost exactly like it, which is crazy to think about. It is a lot more billowy than hers. What are you gonna do? If I wanted to be like accurate and make it exactly like this, I know for a fact I would never wear it because it's just not my style, but like, you know, the bagginess of this is actually really nice. I wouldn't wear this outfit in public, but I mean, if I was going to the Barbie premiere in a theater, maybe. I'm probably just gonna see it at the drive-in because I don't like going into theaters anymore. So you've seen how I would style it as the Barbie. Now let me just style it into how I would wear it. This is it. I would just wear it with some jeans, okay? It's not exciting. This is how it looks untucked. It is definitely oversized, but that's fine. I do like the oversized fit. I'm also not used to knitted items because when I make crochet things are more like flat, where this, because the little knits, I guess, are so small, they like flow, they drape. Let's kind of go over the process of me making this and like all the oopsies and things that I've learned from it. First off, I did do the cuffs. Crocheted the cuffs, I crocheted this collar. I actually crocheted it like this, and I was gonna like fold it in, but I don't like how that looks, so I folded it out instead. And then I also crocheted the bottom ribbing as well. And here's the thing, I didn't write down the times on how long I made this. Usually I do, I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't, but anyhow, it didn't take me too long to do. Now, like I mentioned, if you look at the knit, I think it's going upside down. I don't know which way the V's are supposed to go, but the thing was is that this was where I started, like up here, so I think that should be the bottom. I don't really know. I made a lot of oopsies down here, so I didn't want them at the top where they were gonna be more visible, so I put them closer to the bottom. And then one of the sleeves, I thought I was gonna have a lot more trouble with it because, as you saw, a whole whack of the stitches just came off the machine, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I kind of figured it out, but it doesn't even look like anything happened, I don't think. I feel like if I didn't show you that, I don't think y'all would have even known about it, but I would know, so I'll just let you guys know what I know. I think this took me 4 skeins of yarn for sure, and then I have like a bunch of yarn just kind of skewed all over the place because it's me. Don't know if I needed 5. I think I needed 4 in like a little bit. So it's a good thing I bought 5. I mean, maybe I'll make a matching bag or matching hat to go with it. I did write down some notes of how I did it. I think that the sleeves, they could have been a little bit shorter. I guess knitting or the knitting machine, I did 100 rows up. I think I only needed to do 90, maybe 80. This way here, I actually like it. I went 80 stitches across. For this here, I did it how however wide it was. I don't know what that is. I'll just put it here because it's in there. But then rows, I did 120 rows. It's a good length. If I would have went a little bit shorter, I think that the bottom ribbing here I would have had to make taller. This material is just a little bit scratchy due to the fact it has glitter in it. It has like glitter strands. Another thing that I didn't notice until like last night, the yarn has a weird smell to it. Like it's like some type of like chemical plasticky smell that I didn't notice. I mean, I don't sniff my yarn. I don't go in the store and smell it and be like, is this a good smelling yarn? Maybe it was because of the exercise mats that I don't know what they're made out of, foam, plastic, whatever. And then like when I sprayed the water, maybe the smell went into it. But no. I smelled the yarn that I didn't use that wasn't on the exercise mat, and it also smells. And it's not from the garage, because if it was from the garage, then the clothes that I was wearing out there would have this particular smell. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wash this before I can ever wear it out because the smell is very intense. I don't know if anyone's used this type of yarn before. Maybe it's the type of yarn. Maybe it was just the yarn that I bought. But anyways, there's a weird smell to it. This did not take me really long to do. I think just to do the ribbing on the top, the sleeves, and here took me longer to actually crochet than it did for me to actually make the 4 pieces on the knitting machine. A knitting machine is quite fun once you get the hang of it. There are some setbacks, like you saw, like even me who's used it 2 times still is having trouble with it. So, you know, if you end up buying a knitting machine and things don't go your way right away, it's fine. It's gonna happen. And the more you remember what not to do, the better you'll be at it. Yay. Overall, I think I give it like an 8 out of 10. There's some like mistakes and the smell's bad, but that's not on me, that's on the yarn. I think it's pretty cute. I am excited to wear it in the fall time. I think it would look really cute in the fall with like some cute jeans and whatnot and what have you. I think that does it for this video. If you're new to my channel, like sewing, thrifting, crafting, and of course crocheting, why not hit that subscribe button? You can also follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. I think that's it. So y'all have a good day now.